Hi there, welcome back to the Fugly Ugly Truth. It's more than a journey to self-love. It is personal evolution and deep soul awakening. I'm Melanie Morgan, your soul journey guide, intuitive coach, and fellow traveler on the path back to the sacred self. Today I wanted to chat about the cost of staying stuck, bending to the fear of change instead of braving the changes you've been telling yourself that you need. So let's start with a little question, one I had to ask myself 4 years ago. What I do now is because of all I have done and gone through to get here, to share the struggle of getting to the place where I learned to love me, to truly, unapologetically L-O-V-E me. That was hard. And I do this for you because I remember what it was like to do this alone. So let me ask you a question. Are you living or just existing? There's a difference between existing and living, between functioning and thriving. And if you're honest with yourself, you may feel it deep down. You're not really living. You're barely surviving. That subtle ache that just won't go away, your body, it knows it. The fatigue, the tension, the heaviness in your chest. Your emotions know it. The irritability, the sadness that lingers, the emptiness you keep pushing down. And your mind knows it too. The overthinking, the constant self-criticism, the silent thought that there has to be more than this. This is what your soul came here for. Day after day, you wake up with that quiet ache, the one you've trained yourself to numb with busyness, pleasing others, or simply existing in a life you never chose for yourself. The suppression you call normal, you silence your desires so no one calls you selfish. You dim your light so others won't feel threatened. You shrink your voice because somewhere along the way, you learned it wasn't safe to be heard. And now, you're exhausted, bitter, dissatisfied, living in the shadows of who you were meant to be. No wonder the anxiety lingers. No wonder the depression hangs heavy. No wonder you feel like you're walking around in someone else's skin. You've been wearing a mask for so long, you almost believe it's who you really are. The perfect smile, the I'm fines, the life that looks good on the outside but feels like ashes on the inside. You've done what you needed to do to make it through. You've worn the masks, smiled when you were breaking, met everyone else's needs while quietly burying your own. It's no wonder you feel disconnected. No wonder joy feels so out of reach. But here's the truth. Survival is not the destination. It's a bridge. It's what gets us through seasons of pain and difficulty, but it is not where you're meant to stay. Staying stuck costs you more than you realize. It costs you years, relationships, dreams you've already buried. It costs you your authenticity, your creativity, your vitality. And if you keep waiting for someday will never come. The life you secretly crave won't fall into your lap while you're busy tolerating the one you've outgrown. That's truth. And when you settle into survival mode, as if it's your permanent home, you lose touch with the fullness of who you are. Your passions dull, your creativity dries up, your relationships suffer, and your body breaks down. And deep inside you know, this isn't living. The first step to change is not pretty. It is brutal, but necessary. And it's not wrapped in motivational quotes or Instagram filters. It's raw, it's ugly, it's terrifying. But it means admitting without excuses that the life you're living does not match the life you are meant to live. This isn't about judging yourself or where you are. This is about finally being honest. Honest about the fact that you're not happy. Honest about the fact that you've been dimming yourself to keep the peace. Honest about the fact that you've been existing in a version of life that does not reflect the truth of your soul. The first step isn't about tearing everything down. It's about paying attention. Just listening to your body and your emotions, your inner whispers. They've been speaking to you all along. But that moment of brutal honesty, that is the door. That is the crack of light at the end of the tunnel. That is the place where you finally stop betraying yourself and start reclaiming your life. The real you is buried. It's under layers of pain, fear, and suppression. But you've not died. You've been waiting patiently for the moment you decide you are done living numb. You were not born to simply endure. You were not created to silence your needs, your dreams, your voice. You were meant to live fully, to expand, to feel, to create, to love and be loved in your wholeness. And if you've forgotten that, this is your reminder. If you feel the pull in your chest right now, if this makes your stomach twist, pay attention to that trigger. That's your soul saying, I'm still here. Don't leave me behind. That life you ache for will only appear when you stop living for everyone else and take the first step toward yourself. This is your wake-up call. No one is coming to rescue you. The permission you've been waiting for will never arrive. The only way out is through, and the first step is yours to take. The choice is yours. Fear the road to change, or brave the adventures that change can bring. Remember, this isn't fluff, it's foundation. And if this resonated with you, and you know that someone you know needs to hear this today, please share, pay it forward, be the bridge to help someone get to the other side. And if you like my content or my vibe and you're ready to grow with us, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I know this was a deep one, but I hope it was real for you. I'll see you in the next video. And until next time, take care and always choose happy. Toodles.